Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Samantha and I am a homeschool mom of 3. This will be our second year of official homeschooling. I will have a second grader, a kindergartner, and a 2-year-old. And so today I wanted to share what our curriculum was going to be for our whole family. And so if you're interested in that, stick around. I have learned a lot in the last year and even in the last few months, and through doing some self-study and some just learning about us as a family and me as a teacher of a homeschool and as our family teacher, I have learned a few things, and one of those things is that I'm a unit study mom. I like teaching in studies and topics. I'm also a mom that needs to simplify. I tend to overplan and overdo. I love doing the creative, fun things, and but in order to do that, I need to have less on my plate so that I can do those fun things. And then I also need to slow down a little bit. And so this year we have decided to pick less curriculum and to stretch it a little bit longer than it is recommended to do in some ways. And we're going to be adding a lot of delight into our homeschool and into our family life. So without further ado, this is what we will be doing. Let's see, where should we start? Let's start with science. So for some of you who have watched my channel before, we started My Father's World Kindergarten, God's Creation from A to Z. Sorry about that. We started this in March or April, and we have done, 10 lessons, I believe, and 10 unit studies. And some of the unit studies have taken us longer, and some of them we've done in just a week. And so we are not going in order of these things. We are going however it fits in with what we're doing or the season that we're in. We started butterflies in May because we had monarch caterpillars everywhere in our yard on our milkweed plant. And so we did a whole unit study on monarch butterflies, and we just released them. And then we also have a different kind of caterpillar on one of our trees, and so we've collected those now, and so we've just kind of continued this learning on butterflies. So that's normally at the end of the year, and same with frogs. We collected some tadpoles. That didn't go as well as we were hoping, but anyways, so we have been using this as our jumping point for science. I have been bolstering it up a little bit more for my older son who loves animals and science, and then we've just been having fun with it and really enjoying it and stretching it for whenever we see fit. So we are going to continue when we come back with oceans, which actually it's octopus within the curriculum, but we're going to be studying oceans for 2 or 3 weeks, and oceans and water we're going to join together to make a unit study on that. So that's how we're using My Father's World Kindergarten. This program is really good if you are doing it with your firstborn and you need a curriculum that is a good base. But I also think that it could use some added things, and so that's why we are doing a different reading curriculum and a different math curriculum, just because I think it could use that. This would be a great pre-K curriculum. From what I've seen, but it's working really well as just a unit study type curriculum for our whole family for science. So this is our spine that we're using for the jumping point of our science, and then I'm just creating unit studies from books from the library and resources on Pinterest and things like that. Now I mentioned that we're going to be doing an oceans unit, and when I was at the homeschool convention, I discovered this company called Southern Science Supply, and it's a microscope company, and they have some workbooks that go along with some, I guess they're specimen kits, and so we purchased the oceans one, and what it came with was this workbook that has different activities and vocabulary learning and things like that, and little facts about stingrays and sharks and sea turtles and things like that. So that's one thing. And then it came with our Professor Noggin's Life in the Ocean card game, which has cards for older kids and younger kids. It says 7 and up, but I think they can all have fun with that. And then it also comes with a specimen kit, and we have a little microscope that we use. I would like a better one from this company, but that's on a wish list. But it did come with some samples, specimen samples that look like this. So we'll get to look at them under the microscope. There's sea sponges and scales and plankton and coral pieces. And so we'll get to just really discover these and really enjoy looking at them through a microscope and seeing them on a deeper level while we study oceans. So that is what we're going to be using for our first thing. She doesn't have too many that go with some of our other ones, but that's how I do some pulling in for unit study. So I just find some resources and gather the things that I think the kids would really enjoy. Again, delight-based learning when we're learning a subject. And hands-on right now. We're just doing lots of hands-on to make learning really interesting and fun. To go along with, I guess, science is nature study. And so I purchased these nature notebooks from The Good and the Beautiful because I had purchased a curriculum from them before, and so so I ordered this as well. And it's a really decent price, and it's a really nice little nature journal to go along. So we have started it, and we'll continue to do this throughout the seasons and just kind of add to it when we add to it. For logic for both of my kids, we're going to be doing it together during our morning basket. That's something else that we're going to be starting this year. Is we've done a morning time, but it's been very Bible-based. But there are some things that I'd like to get done during this time that I haven't had a chance to get done. And so we're going to try and smatter that into our morning basket. And one of those things that we're going to be doing is logic. We're going to be doing it together as a family because both my kindergarten and second grader can use this book. So this is Lollipop Logic, book 1, and there's little logic puzzles. I'm going to copy it for both children, and then they'll each get to decide which one it is, and I'm going to have them think of their own answers separately, and then we'll discuss it all together. In our morning basket as well, we are going to be, our Bible time is in our history curriculum, which I'm going to show you in a second, but we are also going to be adding in the names of God because we're studying the names of Jesus, but we're also going to look at the names of God as well. And then I'm also going to do a whole video on what's in our book basket and how I'm going to work that out. But this is one of those things that we're going to be adding in for Bible. One thing that we have wanted to add in, and we purchased a while ago, but I haven't had a place to put it, was foreign language. And we would like to expose our children to Latin. And so we purchased Song School Latin, and we'll be doing this as our foreign language once a week, just to give our kids an exposure to it, not to learn it hardcore, but just to give them exposure. And we're going to be doing this as once a week in our morning basket time. All right, last but not least, our history curriculum. If you've watched my videos before, you've seen that we did an unboxing on My Father's World Adventures and in U.S. history, and that is going to be our spine and what we start from. So we are going to be using My Father's World Adventures, along with, we're going to be adding in Early American History, Beautiful Feet books curriculum. I'm not going to be doing every book, and I'm not going to be using each of these exactly how they say to be used. However, this is the pairing that I'm going to be using, and will likely have Adventures last us through next school year, and I'm okay with that. We want to enjoy the learning, and so we're starting with Vikings. That's the first unit in both of them, but my son has been really looking forward to learning about Vikings, so we're going to take 2 weeks on that. My children have also been really looking forward to learning about Native American history. So we're going to take 3 weeks on that, especially because we live in a place that has local Indian tribes. So we are going to go and explore that some further, and do some different things with that. There are some weeks that we can combine and join, so we'll just see where this takes us. We're just going to go slowly through it. The science in this and the Bible in this is very short and sweet, and they go hand in hand, the science and the Bible. So we're going to be doing them just gently and doing them, but we're probably going to add stuff to that. And so that is what we're going to be doing for our history and Bible for our school year. And then the last thing I wanted to talk about was our art beauty section. And I talked a little bit about the nature journals, but there's a few things that we're involved with. Under the sycamore tree, I think it's under the sycamore, her name is Ashley. She has created a adult online photography class, but she just came out with a kids photography class. So our art this year is going to be photography. Sorry about the child. And so we're going to be doing photography as our art this year. We're going to be learning about artists, photographers like Ansel Adams and some of the bigger photographers of history. We're also going to be adding in, still working through Piano Wizard. We kind of dropped that last year. We are also going to be doing some poetry tea time with our children, and some other Brave Writer lifestyle things like movies and art and museums and things like that. And then we have also joined a club called, and this is the symbol for it, it's the Wilderness Adventure Club. I will link it in below, and each week you get a new assignment, and then the kids can earn patches based on what they have accomplished. And so we have been enjoying this, my oldest especially, but we have been doing this as a whole family activity, and it's been really, really fun. I will do a video about it on its own, but I would highly recommend that if you are looking for something kind of Boy Scout-esque, but for your whole family, that you can do without a group, or you could start your own group with this group. So, anyways, that is what we are going to be doing for our 2018-2019 school year. Thank you for sticking around and for dealing with interruptions again. And I hope that you have a great school year. And I'd love to hear what you are doing. So if you have a video with curriculum that you're going to be doing, or if you just want to share it in the comments below, that would be wonderful. And I will be seeing you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.